Yes, hello guys. I'm happy to see you once again. I'm Joseph. This is Programming Simplified Now. Today, I'd like to share some good tips on how you can take your coding skills to the next level. In this video, we'll learn how you can implement and improve on your coding skills, so that you can even learn coding faster, aside that you're a bit advanced uh, in the field of web development. So the first thing is that learn how to read uh, other people's code, and in other words, how to read someone's code. If you get an experience of that, uh, that is a good thing that you should know in coding. So the good thing is that you can go to GitHub. Just go to GitHub. If you have no GitHub account yet, you can create. Go to GitHub. Search for open source projects. Search for open source projects. See how people contribute to projects. Uh, See how they fix some bugs on projects. Read through that code. I believe that is a guarantee that if you read and take some time, I believe you'll pick something, and that will be a good opportunity. Another thing is that doing practice within the code. You may watch tutorials maybe on YouTube, watch tutorials, but take an advantage. Uh, Try to learn that project that you're learning, maybe you're watching. Uh, Take time after, do some practice to make sure that you can repeat that project. You may not be 100%, but make sure that at least you try to do some few things that you have learned within that project. Another thing is that set some time to debug your code, to look through your code that you did. Take time. If there are some errors, try to fix. Don't first write uh, a lot of code, and then you do a debug. It's better you write for each line of code. It's better you debug that line of code to avoid more problems within your code. In other words, to get rid of bugs that could take you more time to fix. Another thing is that engage in a community. These communities play a big role in the field of web development. Uh, Almost many of web developers are being helped by communities. These communities, within the communities, you can get all the support that you need. Any problem that you come across, communities do a big role to help and improve on your coding skills. Go to communities like on Slack. Slack, there are more communities for web development, programming. Join some communities there. You can discuss. You will find new people, and in other words, you ask for each thing that you need, and you will be helped. There are communities, even not only Slack, even on Facebook. There are communities on WhatsApp, WhatsApp groups. They are also there. You can go for many. Even you can try to search online. There are many more communities. Another thing is that look under the hook. For that I mean that mm, know the why. Know the why. Why do I choose JavaScript instead of Python? search for that. Why do I choose JavaScript instead of Python? You'll get some reasons. They will show you some reasons, the advantages of JavaScript other than Python. Maybe you can search why do I choose Python other than JavaScript. You'll get those advantages. So you learn something and do code when you know what you're doing and its advantage. You can know why do I choose React instead of or Angular. You can search and learn why do I choose React instead of you can also say why do I take Node.js? Why do I use Node.js? We see that if you're a React developer, you don't need to go for another language aside that Java. You can also use Node.js because Node.js is within JavaScript. It's even easier to learn Node.js compared to Java. If you're a JavaScript developer, you can use Node.js for backend other than going to Java. Java is a bit tricky, but Node I see is more simple if you're in the category of JavaScript, React, Vue, Angular. So another thing is that I was telling you that you know the advantages of picking a language that you learn that you're doing. Know its advantages. It will encourage you and give you some good power and effort to fix things. Uh, Another thing is that don't be ashamed of your code. You may say that I have code. Uh, uh, when I present my code to people, they will laugh at me. They will say, "What is that?" No, that's not the case. It's better you be confident. Don't be afraid of your code. In other words, if you present your code to a community, I will find people that will guide you and say that here do this and here do this. And for that case, it will be a good advantage and you'll find an opportunity to learn more and fix more problems that you come across. Another thing is that do a test. Do a test. Uh, 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 as I mean is that see whether the code you write for a project, see whether it works very well, see whether it works very properly. That will take you to the next level uh, to see for each code you do whether it's successful. Uh, so another thing is that uh, learn how to search. Most people don't know how to search. In other words, learn how to use Google. Some people use Stack Overflow when they come across bugs. In other words, learn how to solve something. Search for how to solve something, how to solve a problem. If you know how to search, how to use Google, you may use Stack Overflow. Now that is also another step. It takes you a bit somewhere if you know those things that if I come across a certain bug, I go, how do I ask for a support? How do I ask Google to fix for me this thing? Uh, the solution will be brought for you. And I think if you learn how to find for a solution, it's a big advantage and it will take you somewhere in your coding journey. So also learning to fix a problem is also a step forward to your coding journey. Another thing is that learn data structures. data structures, as I mean learn how to use maps, uh, that is data structures, uh, learn the list, how to use the list, uh, things like that. If you learn data structures, that will be a good part for you, and I believe it will take you somewhere. I believe it will take you somewhere in the field of programming. Yeah. So the for the next thing is that build your network. Build your network. Know people from different technologies. You can know people from of different categories. For that, you can attend hackathons, events. When I talk of hackathons, I mean those events that take place that involve different software developers or programmers uh, that come within different areas or different countries uh, to gather within a certain place for a discussion. Uh, that's what we mean of hackathon. From those hackathons, you will find new people, you'll find new friends, whereby if even though you're searching for a job, uh, it's where you can even get a chance. It's where you can even get a chance and find people that can even invite you within their company, and then you can start working with them. So um, that will be a good way of making your network. uh, don't stay backward. Try to involve with people that do coding, that you take the same route in computer science. So another thing is that, which is very important, uh, if you haven't created a GitHub account yet, it's better you create one, cause once you get a GitHub account, it's where you store all your coding projects. GitHub can store projects for years and it has no limit. So even though you're being interviewed, you'll just present your GitHub account for the project that you have built before, and that uh, will show the recruiter that you know what you're doing, and you have some good projects on GitHub. So that will be another opportunity for you. Another thing is that don't stick on one language. If you get an opportunity and if you have time, you can go ahead and add in another language of your choice. Uh, Learning another language, it may also be another advantage to take your skills to the next level. Maybe if you in React, which is a JavaScript library, uh, learning Vo or learning Angular is not something bad. It's good if you have time, but if you don't have enough time, you can first learn that category, that library very well. I don't encourage jumping. Today you learn React, tomorrow you learn Go, then next time you may end up picking nothing. But the best idea is that first learn a library and get to know and see that you can do something within that library or that language. If you have learned it, at least you can then proceed to the next. Another thing is that learn the terminal. Learn the terminal. Learn how to use the terminal. For example, if you if you like pushing your code from your computer, you will use a terminal to push your code to GitHub. I also have a video on how you can push your code to GitHub, maybe on how to deploy it live on the internet. If you may need that video, just comment down in the comment section. I'll provide that for you. And then for anything or a question, you can ask and comment down in the comment section. I'll be answering you soon. So another thing is that master your IDE, the IDE that you're using. For example, maybe if you're using VS Code, VS Code is so popular. Many web developers use VS Code, so it's so popular. Make sure that you learn how to use it very well. Get used to it. It's a good advantage to learn your IDE. So it has a way of simplifying your coding journey, so that coding becomes so easy for you. So I think for any question, you can tell me down. Maybe if not, see you now in the next video. Just if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Otherwise, like and give a thumbs up to this video, and then hit that notification button so that you're the first person to receive any new produced video, so that you don't miss anything. Hit that notification button. Now see you in the next one.